Hey friends, welcome back to the podcast this week. I'm excited to chat with you. This is Monday Fire, where I try to give you just a little less than 10-minute piece of nugget that may be helpful for your week. And so today, as we were trying to determine what to do for a topic for you this week, I was remembering and thinking back to a Facebook Live that I did a month ago or so. Some of you may have, you follow me on social media, and so you know that a lot of times I will pray for business owners in particular, but just for women in general on my Facebook page. And so I felt like I had a word from the Lord for people on my Facebook page a month ago or so. And so I want to share that here today because I think it's going to be helpful to someone. So I had shared on Facebook that it was a month ago or so that the Lord woke me up one morning with a picture of like a combination lock. And it's funny because I think I said when I was talking about it, like the kind of lock that you use on your high school lockers. And then we took our oldest son, Noah, for his first college visit this weekend. Come to find out, not only do they not have lockers, but everything is now done with a key fob. And so I feel like even bringing up like the old fashioned locks is dating me by about 100 years. But anywho, so you know the old combination lock, like you turn it to 42 and then back to 11 and you got to pass 11 once, but you don't pass 11 twice and you go back to 23 and you go back to 6 and then you pop it open, right? And so I woke up and the Lord was showing me a picture of that. And he was telling me as I was waking up that the reason that some of you are feeling stuck is simply because you have one little thing that's out of alignment. You have one little number that's slightly off. Because remember when you spin that lock, like if you accidentally land on 10 instead of 11, like the combination doesn't open, right? The lock doesn't open. The whatever you're trying to get to, whether it's getting your bike off of a rack or getting a locker at the gym open or what have you, that one little thing makes all the difference in the world. That one little thing is the difference between keeping something unavailable to you and opening up whatever it is that you're hoping is about to open. Am I right? So God showed me a picture of the lock and he said, for a lot of you, you've got the right numbers mostly correct, but just one of those things is slightly off. You have something that's just slightly out of alignment. And so what he encouraged me to share with people on the Facebook, when I'm encouraging you with here today on the podcast, is that if you are currently feeling like something that you are wanting to work out is not working, or that you are stuck at all, and you're going to hear me talking about the topic of being stuck more and more and more, because Fear is Not the Boss of You, by the way, is not a book about business. It's a book about getting unstuck. It's a book about getting on with the things in life that you want to do regardless of your feelings and regardless of how stuck you have been in the past. And so if you are feeling stuck, I want you to check and like scan your life and determine, is there something that is out of alignment? You know, this even, I know that it's true for a combination lock, but the Lord was just showing me it's also true just for like the passwords on different, software on your computer. When I think about, going into a program and having to put in my password or an app or whatever, if I'm just slightly off and I transpose a 2 for a 3 or an exclamation for a question mark or whatever, there's just zero access, right? And some of you are feeling in this place of stuck that you're in zero access zone. And I want to encourage you today and just tell you, just look for the thing that could be slightly out of alignment. So I want to give you a couple examples, okay? Because sometimes what I love when I hear people talk about life coaching types of topics, or when I listen to pastors that I really love, the thing that I always love is when they bring it down to my level, and because I'm pretty simple, honestly, and when I can really grasp what could that actually look like. So out of alignment could look like for you, I want to do that for you. Are you working in the right place? Are you still at the right job? That could be something that's out of alignment. Are you in the right relationship? Or are you hanging on to a relationship? It's interesting. I have met women before who they're wanting to start a business, and the business is not, they're not picking up speed. It's not gaining momentum. It's not doing whatever. And they also have a horrible relationship with a man that they know that they shouldn't be with, who, by the way, is also not their husband, and they're wondering why the business is not. I'm like, well, I'm not saying that that's it, but I'm also just saying you got to get things in order. You got to have those numbers clicking for that combo to work. And so if you're feeling like you're bucking up a wall, is that even it? You're hitting up a wall. You might just check to see what is out of alignment in my life. Are you at the right church? Has God told you to move on and you're staying planted because you don't like the worship? or the color of the carpet is the example my pastor always uses. Or the opposite could be true. Are you church hopping, but God told you to stay planted? That could be true as well. Have you made the wrong partnership in business? Did you know in your knower that you probably should have gone into business by yourself, but you were scared? And your best friend's sister's neighbor, well, she was wanting to do hair bows for a business too. And so you've partnered now with somebody, but in your knower, you know it's wrong. You don't know how to get out, because that is being out of alignment. Are you selling the right product? Are you doing what God's asking you to do? I want to encourage you today that if you're feeling like you are stuck and you're hitting up against something and you're like, gosh, what is the problem here? I'm doing all the right things and I feel like everything should be working. Something's got to give. Something's got to whatever. I want you to check in every area of your life and make sure that you've got exactly into alignment all of the things that God's asked you to do or asked you to not do. Because when one of those things is slightly off, it's sometimes like the entire thing. You don't have access to what it is that you're hoping for or know that should be yours because you've got just one thing in that combination lock, just slightly off. I hope that is super helpful for someone today. I don't know who it is, but I'm guessing it's for more than one of you. And if it is, would you do me a hot solid and just shout me out on the Instagrams? Because I see those. I still love you, Facebook, but I am like hardcore cheating on you with my new boyfriend Instagram. I'm not even joking. And so, by the way, if you're ever wanting to get in touch with me, also the Instagram DMs is the way to do that. But I do see every single shout out that you're doing on Instagram with the podcast, with Fear's Not the Boss of You book, and I appreciate it so much. So hope this is a blessing to someone somewhere today. Until next week, stay blessed. Bye-bye.